Good afternoon, boys and girls. I just want to tell everybody we're rocking this most of the time, not all the time, but all the problems we're having is not our fault. So we're rocking it the best way we can. So I have a great story for you today. It is, here, let me change these because I can't see right now. Okay, I just love those glasses. They're awesome. I am going to read about, I know you can't wait, Farley farts. Yes, you heard that correctly. Farley farts. All right. Farley farts. 4 days, Farley, the frog, had been having some rather noisy tummy problems. He had a fart all the time. When he was eating, when he was playing, even while he was sleeping. It was really bothersome. Poor old dude. Otherwise, Farley was very content. He loved his life in the small village of Croakville, and he had lots of friends. His sister, Frida, thought it was funny when Farley farts. More bubbles in the pond? It was like a jacuzzi. But Mother Frog was worried. He needs to go to the doctor, she declared. No, I don't want to go to the doctor. The doctor examined Farley. Say ah, ah, and stick out your tongue. He can't do that, he said. But the only thing that came out of Farley was a very loud. The doctor rolled his eyes and sputtered. Nothing too serious, he said, covering his nose. Just a case of a little gas. It will pass. That rhymes. Unfortunately, it kept passing. That was just so sad. Poor little guy, he couldn't help it. Everywhere Farley went, farts followed him. When he was getting dressed, when he was washing up in school, not 1 hour of the day passed without Farley farting. What is 2 plus 2? Asked the teacher. Went Farley, louder. All his classmates giggled. Oh, that's not going to make things any better, is it? Farley turned very pale. He was so embarrassed, the teacher turned pale, too, because he was now so angry. Oh, how rude. He scolded. You have to stop right now. I'm going to have to talk to your parents. Oh. That's the teacher. Oh dear. Farley tried, but he just couldn't stop farting. His parents felt sorry for him. Really, Farley, said his mother, just as Farley made a loud right under Grandma's nose. Why don't you go to bed now and see if you can stop? Okay. Poor dude. I'm not very good with the book and the puppet at the same time. But hopefully you'll get the gist and smile. Man, so he went to his room. Back to his room. Farley went to his room and tried as hard as he could to stop. But the longer he kept trying not to, the more his tummy hurt. It began to swell, and soon his pajamas didn't fit him anymore. He was keeping them in. The next morning, Farley felt very odd. He wasn't hungry or thirsty. His stomach had grown so big that he could barely fit through the door. This is not good. Not good at all. Outside, a tiny breeze lifted Farley up like a hot air balloon. There was nothing he could do. He sailed off into the sky. "Farley, come back!" shouted Frida, his sister. But Farley drifted higher and higher. So there he goes out of his window. His sister Frida's trying to help. Away, away, Farley. Anybody know what's going to happen? I know you do. From way up high, the world below looks so beautiful. The houses, the fields, the hills, and the horizon. That's like an aerial view. Aerial view is like when birds are looking down, or you're looking down from an airplane. Farley was enjoying himself, but down below he heard his mother was crying and his father was calling to him, "Farley, please come back, please." But they felt bad now. "I can't," said Farley. "I've drifted even higher and higher." The father frog had a brilliant idea. What is it? "Fart, Farley, just as loud as you can." But Farley couldn't hear him. "What, Dad?" shouted everybody. Anybody get that prediction right? So, Farley farted. One last huge giant. There he goes all around here. Woo! Flap. And then Farley flipped and fluttered and floated gently all the way down. Farley laid flat on his back, looking like an empty balloon. Mother, father, and Frida rushed over, croaking happily, and hugged him. Oh, just so nice. Hugged Farley. His pants kind of got stretched out. Oh, I didn't show you that one. That night, everyone ate Mother's special tea for dinner. Do you know what it was called? Bean soup. Seriously? Bean soup. You're going to give Farley bean soup. Later, the family snuggled together on the sofa. Father Frog stroked Farley's belly gently. Suddenly, someone farted. But this time, it wasn't Farley. Wonder who it was? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. There's Mom back there cooking that bean soup. There's his sister. Grandma's somewhere. I don't know where she is. The end. Now, yes, this is one of my favorite books, of course. I've got some more fun ones coming. They're over there. So I just think this would lighten the day just a little bit, give you a little laugh, and just love one another. Sometimes we have little problems we have to deal with, but it's okay. We can get through them. So I hope you have a great evening, and I hope that you didn't have any horrible problems today doing any of your work. Remember, write down what you were able to do and write down what you had a problem with. And if you're doing that online, and if you're doing it with a packet, if you're doing work on a packet, circle, highlight, so I can look through it and make some comments or a little mini lesson or something online so that we can all know that we're doing a good job. So have a good evening and be safe and follow the guidelines so we can get rid of this. Good night, boys and girls and adults.